Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name's Tracy and today's upload is my weekly weigh-in update for Slimming World. I have to apologise before I get into this because I'm sitting here with wet hair, soaking wet hair. I've just got out the shower. I have a very short window today where I can record this video because we're quite busy, and I could have blow dried it, but today is the first day in the last week that I have been able to open my window and get cold air. It's just been so hot. I've been like a baked tatty all week. I don't want to blow dry my hair. That was the point of that. I don't want to blow dry my hair because it's hot air. I don't want to experience hot air for a good while until I need to again. So I've got my window open. You might be able to hear the rain. I don't know if that'll pick it up, but it is pure lashing down at the minute and I have never been so thankful for rain. Anyway, let's get into this weekly weigh-in. So I have stayed on plan all week this week. All week. I have had a good week on plan. I have not had any treats or sweets or crisps or anything like that. I have nothing, and I wanted to have a really good week on plan. It wasn't without temptation, by the way, but I have wanted to have a really good week on plan this week because the next couple of weekends, this weekend included, are just, there's quite a lot going on, and I've got a few treats and stuff planned. This weekend, Ali's going away for a week to my dad's, so I'm going to have some mummy treats to myself, like gin. Maybe food will be consumed that's not on Slimming World. Next weekend, I'm taking my nephew out for a meal. The weekend after that, I think we're going away for the weekend, I think it is, and the same with the weekend after that, so a lot of weekend treats and stuff planned, which actually is making me so thankful that I get weighed in on a Saturday now, because then I have the rest of the week to catch up with myself and be so good on plan. So this week I needed a good full week on plan without any treats or cheats or anything, and I'm happy to say that I was able to do that, because I'm not able to do that often enough, I don't think. I think I've been a little bit too good to myself in the last couple of months especially. One thing that I wanted to mention this week actually was with starting my new job and all that, it sort of dawned on me this week especially how much less I'm eating now, in particular for lunch, because before for lunch I would go to Boots or Tesco or somewhere like that and get one of their meal deals, which is like a sandwich or a salad, pasta salad, with a snack, which would usually be Walker's Ready Salted Crisps. In fact, it would always be Walker's Ready Salted Crisps, and a drink, a bottle of juice or water or whatever. So I would always get that, and then on top of that, because that wasn't enough for me back in the day, back in the pre-Slimming World days, I would also get another snack. So I would maybe get, they done like little mini samosas or even boiled eggs. I loved boiled eggs even before Slimming World. The cold boiled eggs. And depending how I was feeling, I would even maybe get a sweetie or something like that, you know, if it was the time of the month in particular. And I would eat all that. That would all be my lunch back in my pre-Slimming World days. Whereas now, I've been taking like salads. I haven't been able to eat them all. In fact, you'll see later on this week my lunches for the month, and the first week I packed this, like, it was a compartment sandwich box, lunch box, and I packed that full of stuff, and I barely even ate half of the salad. I just wasn't eating half of what I was taking. I thought I would be so hungry because I'd be up by, I was getting up in the morning at 5 o'clock, and I thought by lunchtime I'll definitely be starving. It just wasn't happening. I've been eating so much less than I used to eat. And this week as well in particular, I was taking wraps for my lunch, and I was just eating the wrap, and that was enough for me. Which before I would have 2 other snacks, maybe even 3 sometimes, depending how hungry I was feeling, or just, I don't know, but my stomach has obviously shrunk a lot because that wrap was filling me up. And it wasn't even a big full-size wrap, it was the Weight Watchers wraps, which aren't as big as the normal wraps that you would get. And one day I did take, I think it was on Thursday, I took a packet of Snacker Jacks as well, and I ate 1 or 2 of them, and I was like, you know what, I'm not even hungry, I don't even want them, so I threw them in the bin. So I had a couple of sins there, I don't know, I counted it as 2 sins for the day, but it was only literally maybe 3 at the most Snacker Jacks. I just didn't want them. I was like, why am I eating these? I'm just eating them for the sake of eating them. And yes, my previous job was a lot more active. I mean, I was constantly on the go and it was very physical and active. So I was maybe burning a lot more calories in that back then and needed more food, you know, to replace all the energy that I was burning. I don't know, but the job before that, I was working in a cash office and I was still eating the same kind of lunch as I was when I was a carer. So my stomach has shrunk, and it just kind of dawned on me this week how much my stomach has shrunk. And also, speaking of lunches, that's probably going to be the subject of this week's video. Also, speaking of lunches, I cannot recommend being prepared enough for lunches that you're taking to work in particular. I cannot recommend it enough. Because I work such long hours, I'm out of the house for over 12 hours a day with travel included. I'm just so tired when I get home that I wouldn't have the energy to make my lunch for the next day. I mean, maybe I'll have to do a little bit, but just being prepared. And a lot of the time I've made it for all 3 days on the Tuesday. I am lucky that I do have 4 full days off a week. I always have time, like I'll have a day or one afternoon even, depending on what I'm making a week. I have that time to dedicate to being prepared, but I just cannot highly recommend it enough. Just taking that maybe a couple of hours a week just to get your food ready for work, and even for when you come home for work. Because what I done this week was I planned to have a pizza wrap one night, and I just thought, you know, when I come home for work, I'm not going to be bothered to be able to chopping up the veg and just, I mean, it's so simple. It is so simple to make a pizza wrap, but I just thought I'm not going to have the energy to do it because I'm just always so tired. I think I'm still getting used to the whole working thing. Remember, I was off for quite a while. Yeah, so I prepared the pizzas. I just got everything ready, done it like I would with the tomato puree, chopped up all the veg and put it on top. And then instead of cooking it and putting it in the oven, I just covered it with tin foil and put it in the freezer. Actually, I've done 2 because I'm going to have, well, I had one last night, Friday night, and I'm going to have one the week ahead as well. Yeah, and I also prepared like my pasta sauce. I was just having a simple pasta with tomato and bacon sauce mixed in because that sauce is so nice. So I made that on the Tuesday as well. And I also I was having chicken nuggets and chips one night, and I just started off my chips. You know, you boil them, the Slimming World chips, you boil them for 10 minutes and then take them out and put them in cold water. So I'd done that on the Tuesday, and then when I came home for work on Wednesday, I just had to put them in the oven. I didn't have to cut chips, boil them and do all the faffy bits. I just had to put them in the oven like they were oven chips. It's just so much easier being prepared and having that time every week to be prepared. So as I mentioned earlier, the weather has been El Scorchio all week. It has been a beautiful week. It has been a beautiful week. It has just been really too hot at night. I don't care what it's like during the day. I honestly don't care if it's too hot or whatever during the day. You'll never hear me complaining it's too hot during the day because I do love it when it's sunny outside. It's just at night time when it's playing havoc with your sleep. You can't get to sleep. And because it was so nice last weekend and all my days off and that, I was going out quite a lot for nice long walks with Diego and stuff. He does get walked when I'm at work, by the way. Mark takes him out walks. I just want to point that out. I'm not leaving him in the house, stuck in the house all day. He does get taken out when I'm at work as well. And normally on my days off, because I'm usually quite busy on my days off, I would take him out quite a short walk or something, but we've been going nice walks, and Mark's even drove us a couple of places to go nicer walks, just different walks. It's been nice, so I have been getting quite a lot of walking as in ways of exercise this week. Speaking of walking and dogs, Rosie had her 2-week post-op check-up this week, and the vet is so happy with her. They said her progress is amazing in the last 2 weeks, and they have told us that we can now reduce her medication, and in the next, well, they said 2 weeks, but that was on Wednesday, so in a week and a half we can actually start taking her out on short walks, which is just the best news, because we thought it wasn't going to be at least for 8 weeks post-op, and that'll take it to 4 weeks post-op. So we're so happy that we can actually start taking her out, because she has been dying to get out for a walk since she hurt her leg. She keeps trying to run out the front door, bless her heart. So I'm so excited to take her out her first walk. Anyway, back to the weigh-in results for this week. So I lost 1.5 pounds this week, and that brings my total weight loss to 2 stone and 5 pounds. I didn't realise how close I was getting to 2.5 stone actually till I wrote that down. I was like, oh my god, it's like £2 away from 2.5 stone, which is exciting. And also, I'm into the next stone bracket, which is the second or third. This is the third time I've dropped into another stone bracket since I started Slimming World in January. That just makes me quite excited. I don't know why, because I said it last week, this is the least I've weighed since I was a teenager. I keep saying that, but it's just, I'm just like quite proud of myself that, because I never ever thought I would be this, I don't want to say light, still quite heavy, but I just didn't think I would manage to get here. I didn't think I would manage to get anywhere that I've got in the last few months, honestly. I started off this journey with so little faith in myself, but with a great big deal of determination that I was going to do it. But still, the faith was lacking in myself. And I'm still just, every time I reach these little milestones, I still get like, oh my god, I actually done it. Oh my god. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm still, like, I feel like I shouldn't blow my own trumpet or that, but at the same time, I do want to blow my own trumpet. I just never thought I would do it. I honestly never thought I would be able to get this light or drop this much in weight. I never ever thought I would get there. So I'm really happy. I'm into the next stone bracket. Hopefully I won't be going back up into the other stone bracket with the little treats and stuff that are pre-planned over the next few weeks. Like I said, there is a few things planned over the next weekends, but Monday to Friday I will be so on it. In fact, next weekend it's only the Sunday for one meal, and the following weekend might be the full weekend, the following weekend might be the full weekend, but I'm not going to gorge myself. I just want to say that. I'm not going to be like, oh, it's a weekend off plan, I am going to have everything that I can't have on Slimming World. It's not going to be like that. I'm just going to, if I go out for lunch, or which I think I am, and if I go out for a meal, I'm just going to have the meals and stuff. I'm not going to be like, get a 12 pack of Walker's Ready Salted, because as you know, back at the birthday weekend when I had one packet of Walker's Ready Salted, they just didn't taste as good as I thought they did. So I'm really happy with my weight loss this week. I didn't really care, I never really care what it is as long as it's a weight loss, but this week I kind of did want £1, at least £1 this week, because it would take me into my next stone bracket, so I'm happy it's £1.50. Anyway, that's all for this week's weekly weigh-in update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!